Hey guys, this is TheRizadon bringing you a Pokemon Online OU match. So he leads off with his Aerodactyl and I lead off with my Gliscor. And he just sets up the Stealth Rocks and I just go for the Swords Dance. So right here, he goes for the Stone Edge but it misses. And I go for the Ice Fang but it misses. And right here both of our moves keep missing. But this turn he hits the Stone Edge and I miss another Ice Fang. But the misses didn't really matter. It just made the battle a little bit longer. So I hit an Ice Fang and it brings him down to his sash. So right here he goes for another Stone Edge and I just kill him off with the Ice Fang. So he sends in his Gyarados and goes for the Ice Fang, and I was over predicting that he would predict my switch and go for a Dragon Dance, but he just stays in. So I send in my Heracross and kill it with the Choice Bandit Stone Edge. So he sends in his Milotic and I switch out into my Gastrodon and he goes for the Toxic. And if I had stayed in, I would have got my Guts boost on my Heracross. So I just Toxic his Milotic and he Dragon Tails me out into Gengar. And I go for the Energy Ball. It does a nice chunk to it. So right here he just Dragon Tails me out back into Heracross. And he switches out and goes into his Crobat to resist whatever I do. So right here I switch out into my Gastrodon and he goes for the Brave Bird. And it does a ton of damage to Gastrodon. So right here he just kills me off with another Brave Bird. So I send out my Skarmory because I can resist the Brave Bird. So he switches out into his Conkeldurr. And I just set up the Stealth Rocks. And he goes for the Substitute and I Whirlwind him out. So right here he goes for the Brave Bird. And his Crobat is going to die from a Brave Bird recoil. So right here I just set up some more spikes. And he sends in his Conkeldurr again. And he goes for the Drain Punch. I just Whirlwind him out so I can get damage on all of his Pokemon with the entry hazards. So I switch out and go into my Latios. And he goes for the Dragon Tail. And so that switches me out into my Gengar. And his Milotic dies from toxic damage. So I use Hypnosis on the Bisharp, and he gets the first turn Wake Up and kills my Gengar with the Sucker Punch. So I send in my Heracross to kill with the Close Combat, but he switches in his Conkeldurr, I guess, so my defenses get lowered and he could try to kill with Sucker Punch. So I switch out into my Latios predicting a Sucker Punch. And right here I over-predicted that he would go for a Substitute and stayed in with Latios, so he kills me with Sucker Punch. So I just go back into Heracross and kill him with the Close Combat. That's the end of the match. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe.
Hey Talo, it's TheBattleProductions, and welcome to a PO battle against Nyril. I don't know what his YouTube channel is because I just found a random battle on PO. I usually don't get that many good PO battles because they're usually easy, but let's just get into the battle. Okay, he sends an Aerodactyl, I send out Electivire, he goes for the Stealth Rocks, I go for the Ice Punch, hoping it does a lot, and it did. He goes for the Stone Edge, I go for the Thunder Punch, and I take him down. So, he sends out his Tyranitar, I'm hoping this is a D-Dance Tyranitar, and he is. And the reason why I was hoping, because I'm a substitute Electivire. So, now when I'm going to tighten my focus, he's going to go for Crunch, and I'm going to go for the Focus Punch, and now I'm going to take down his Tyranitar, which is awesome. So now he's going to send out, I never knew how to pronounce this thing, but anyways, he goes for the Calm Mind, and I was like, okay, I'm not scared. This thing is bulky, but it's not good. So I just kept spamming Thunder Punch, and he goes up for a second Calm Mind, and I just keep spamming Thunder Punch, like I said, and I get the Paralysis. That was awesome. He gets to recover, I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it to him. I mean, come on. He has to be awesome, but can't be awesome like that without recovering. So, I sent out my Umbreon. I'm just gonna set up a. I'm gonna go for a Confuse Ray, and hopefully he hits himself, which he did. And now I'm gonna go for a Wish, and he's gonna go for the Focus Blast, and that's gonna take down my Umbreon. So I sent out my Snorlax. I'm gonna make sure I get in here with full health after this turn. So I'm gonna go for the Curse. He goes for the Focus Blast. He misses, and then my Wish comes true, and I get my health back. And I'm gonna go for another Curse. Because I need to do that. And he gets the paralysis, which is awesome. And now I'm going to go for the body slam. That almost takes it down. He goes for the focus blast. That does 3/4, which I was like, wow. And because this is a special defensive wall. So I go for another body slam, take down this thing I cannot pronounce, and he's going to send out Landorus. And I was like, okay, that's it. He's going to go for the sword dance. I'm going to go for the self-destruct. And he is gone. Okay, so it's 3-2. It's sort of coming down to the wire. This is a Specs for Alligator, which you never really see. And I went for the Hidden Power Grass, and he goes for the Toxic. And he predicts he knows that I'm Specs now, and he switches out into his Skarmory. I mean, it's that simple. But, okay. Now, I'm going to switch out into my Conkeldurr, just to take the Brave Bird, so I can get a free switch into my Mamoswine. And, yeah, pretty much... Yeah, so he's going to go for the Brave Bird. I'm going to let him take it down, but I don't know why I didn't go for the Mach Punch, but I guess it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter in the long run. So, I go for the Ice Shard, and it does a little bit, and then he goes for the Whirlwind, and he sends out my Feraligatr, and I was like, awesome! And okay, so, I'm going to go for the Scald, I'm going to take down the Skarmory, and now he only has one Pokemon left, and that is Gastrodon. Now, I'm going to switch out into my Mamoswine, because this is Specs, and this thing probably has Storm Drain or something. So, I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. Does not take it down, but it does a really good amount. He goes for the Toxic, and I was like, why? But, oh well. So, I go for another Earthquake, and I take him down. So, good game, Nyril. Once again, I don't know what his channel is, because he's just a random person I found on PO. So, yeah. Please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share the people in my box, and see you guys next time for some more PO battles.